catches for 25
Man, this kid
yards.
right here, you got to figure out a way to get him more reps in the football game because he is a difference maker.
Yeah, well, this is the biggest play of the game. Breeze has his team almost in the red zone. He gets stripped, sacked, dropped, turnover. And he said after the game, I was looking basically for a hot route. The receiver wasn't ready for the ball. I had to hang on to it a little longer. Unfortunately for Saints fans, he didn't hang on to it long enough. But then another big play. Dalvin Cook gets spun down by A.J. Klein. Ball pops up. Von Bell returns it for the score, or did he? Every turnover and scoring play is reviewed, and you can clearly see Cook's left knee is down, so Minnesota retains possession. Now, the Saints did eventually get the ball. Drew Brees, with under a minute to go, down 3, 53 career game-winning drives. He's looking for Jared Cook. It took this offense a while, Prime, to get going, but they did in the last 15 minutes.
Yep, the last 15 minutes, they start getting going. It seems like when there's a sense of urgency, they're urgent.
And
they came through at the end, just trying to get the ball down the field slowly but surely.
Then some interesting play calling led to a 49-yard drive by Will Lutz to send it to overtime, and he is true. So just like the last time when these two teams played in the Bayou a decade ago in the NFC title game, we're headed to extra football. OT, Minnesota wins the toss. Kirk Cousins, here he is, giving it to Dalvin Cook, Deion.
Florida State, let me tell you something. That line was hungry, tenacious, flatbacks, low pads, and they ran hard. This play right here ended up costing the Saints this game.
Yeah,
Why? Because they had to insert another cornerback in.
That's right. Lattimore out, Patrick Robinson in, and a beautiful pass called by Troy Aikman. The greatest pass of Cousins' life to a healthy Adam Thielen, who had a 100-yard receiving day, gets it inside the 5. And then on 3rd and goal, Drew Brees is like, hey, stop him to a field goal. I'll get a chance. They couldn't. Kyle Rudolph up and over. And did he push off of P.J. Williams? They would give it a look, a quick one. And the booth said, nah, no need to stop it and give it another look, because that is a touchdown, a Vikings win. They are off to the Bay Area. Drew Brees is done at age 40 for another season. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings are moving on.
It's fun to be able to win and to feel like you're moving forward. But my journey has always been one of, like the book The Dream Giver, when you climb a mountain, you sit there at the top and you look around and you realize there's only more mountains to climb. And so, being a 4th-round pick and kind of working your way up in the league, now you win a playoff game, guess what? You look around and you realize there's more mountains to climb. You want to win another playoff game. You want to get to the Super Bowl someday. You want to win a world championship. So you just keep chasing the next mountain. And there'll always be people, who are going to criticize you, and that's okay.
You invest so much into it and have invested so much into it, and so you understand that these opportunities are few. So yeah, it's disappointing. If you're not the one holding up the trophy at the end of the year, it's disappointing.
You tip your hats to Minnesota that they deserve to win, and it's always difficult when it happens in the playoffs. There's no follow-up games, so you go from there.
Hey, that's how we've won all year, team, right? Yes, hey, you held them to 20 points, man. Yes, you gave us a chance at the end, but I got 3 words for you. You like that?
You feel good for him?
You know what? I love the most? I love the most that he had enough forethought that he didn't wear the jacket because he wanted us to see the overalls, the suspenders. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I like. Now this is my bone. I know this is not scripted. I didn't even tell you I was gonna go here, but I'm sick and tired of a team winning primarily because they won the coin toss. Oh. I don't like this, man. I don't. I really don't. Now, Minnesota won, fair and square. I love me some Max Zimmer. We're going to see that shortly. But when you win the coin toss and the other team does not get to touch the ball, that's not fair. We got to see Drew Brees get a shot to touch it too, man. Let's just go to the way they do it in college, man. Get at the 45-yard line, unlike college, because the field goal kickers can kick it from 55 now. Right. And let's go. Let's land it up. Let's go. I want to see both teams touch the darn ball. That's not right. That's not right. Especially when I got a defense that's kind of shoddy, that's lethargic, that's not balling, and I got I don't like this.
Okay,
I don't like it whatsoever.
No, listen, you're not the first guy to bring up that gripe. We saw it last year in the AFC title game where Patrick Mahomes didn't get a bite at the apple and Tom Brady let him down the field and they scored and they ended up winning the Super Bowl a couple weeks later. So we get that. We understand that. But not a lot of people gave the Vikings, who were the 6th seed, a chance to win in the raucous dome down there. But you caught up with a guy who said, hey, we believe in ourselves, right?
Right. I did. And if you know one thing, you knew Mike Zimmer was not going to allow Thomas to beat them as a receiver and have 100 catches for 1,000 yards in one game. He was not going to do this. And I love him for it.
That's right. Here he is, Zim. Let's go. Primetime presented by Geico.
Hey, Zim, you are playing on the road. I don't quite trust your quarterback yet. So, come on, man.
Yeah, well, you got to believe a little bit now.
I do. I've always believed. I tell you what I did say. I did say you are not going to allow Thomas to beat you.
You know, Prime, we were pretty shorthanded in the secondary today, so we had to change up a bunch of coverages, have different looks. We had to do a lot of different things, and our guys really, I didn't have anything to do with it. Our guys played their rear ends off.
You know Sean Payton like a book. He knows you, but you're able to overcome the exploits of Drew Brees, the running game of Kamara, and the big playability of Michael Thomas, man. That was exceptional.
Yeah, thank you. Really, Deion, the players played great today. It really had nothing to do with me. I'm just sitting there making calls. We made some plays, and, we had a lot of guys step up and play really well. Am I going to get a shirt?
You're not. Yeah, you know what? You're going to get a shirt. If you act right for the rest of this interview, if you behave correctly, you're going to get a shirt. See, you got a shirt. Now, tell me something. Did you at all think, hey, guys, if we kick a darn field goal right here, we got a funny feeling they're going to come down and put it in at home?
We played really good today on defense, so I was hoping that if we didn't get it, they had a long way to go. But we had a different play call. They zero blitzed us, and, Kirk saw it and went to something else.
What's up, Prime?
That's Kyle.
What's up, Kyle? What's up, big fella? Hey, great play, man.
Teach me how to dance.
Great play.
Thank you. Tell him I need to learn how to dance, how he celebrates.
Yeah, he wants your touchdown dance, he said.
It's never easy to go on the road and end up winning, and they should make no apologies for who's playing quarterback or who's injured on the Eagles' offense, right? Give some credit here to Seattle.
You got to give a lot of credit to Seattle. Seattle went on the road and got the job done. You could say what you want. Let me tell you something. Russell Wilson made the plays, and that grown man that he had on the outside, Metcalf, my God, was that a wake-up call for America that he's going to be around for a long time? Beast mode, late acquisition added. He paid dividends today. But let me tell you something. Let's not like to address the elephant in the room. Carson Wentz, first, playoff game? And you get hurt, and that one I'm not going to say, hey, man, we saw this coming. No. But come on, staff.
But Deion, this is a head injury. This is not an ankle. This isn't a knee. This was Jadeveon Clowney coming in head first.
An injury is an injury, and you didn't prepare for this. This is something that has been happening since college. This ain't just sneak up on us. You had Nick Foles as a safety valve for the last couple of years. You didn't think by any chance that this could possibly happen again. No, it's not a regular injury, and let's not say it was a nasty hit. He went in with the shoulder. If you lean in with the shoulder first, what's the first thing he's going to hit? Your head protrudes away from the shoulder. It was a clean hit. Let's not sit up there and play like it was a dirty hit. I hate that it happened because I love good football. I feel like the Eagles would have fared better if Wentz would have been in there. But you got to be precautionary in the offseason and understand like something like this could happen. Why? Because it has happened the last 2 years with Wentz.
All right, but they weren't. We had this discussion a year ago when they got bounced from the playoffs. They had to make a decision. It was either Wentz or Foles. We knew they couldn't keep them both. And Josh McCown's a guy that has played 17 years. He's won some games.
Hey, this ain't his fault. This game was bigger than Josh McCown. This is not his fault whatsoever. For a guy to get in there not taking any reps with the ones, I don't know, for probably the rest of the whole season, and get in there and do what he did, man, my hat's off to him. I got love for him because you know why? He gave them a chance. He wasn't the reason that they lost. This defense in the secondary is the reason that they lost, and they've been vulnerable all year. Metcalf ate them for lunch.
You're right. Josh McCown, by the way.
For lunch today.
Just looking back, McCown threw 5 regular season passes and none since the month of September. So kudos to him for at least keeping the Eagles in a one-score game.